What's going on? It's your boy FTF Chuck D's, and today on the Hot Topics podcast, I got my boy Rogue Storm with me.
Yo.
What it do?
Much chilling.
Never forget.
Hey.
Salud. But today we bring on the topic of anime, one of our favorite topics. But before we get started, is Avatar anime?
I see you got jokes. It's an honorable mention of not being an anime.
Okay.
But it's up there as the greatest.
That's fair. I just wanted to.
In reality, it's never gonna be an anime. It's not an anime.
So quit asking.
It's one of those like, right on.
So I might as well just quit asking that question. It's anime. Yeah, that's about it. But in my opinion, what makes a good anime, because I know I just jumped real far into this, because we got to speed this up a little bit. But what makes a really good anime to me is that story has to be ultimate, and I can't enjoy an anime if it's not funny. Because if it doesn't crack at least one or two jokes throughout the anime, where I don't care how much fighting is in it, I don't care how good the story is, the anime gonna be kind of booky. It at least gotta have funny moments. I guess they don't have to crack a joke; just something in it has to be funny.
Yeah, it kind of depends. It kind of depends, like what I'm going for when I'm watching that night. Of course, one of my favorite animes is usually like a comedy one, action comedy, but it's kind of more like I have my dark animes I watch, because I watch different type of animes for different reasons, for different genres. So I have my very, very dark anime where it's just straight killing all day. Then I have, my adventure animes. I like my sci-fi / whodunit type anime. So it kind of depends on what I'm moving for.
Devil May Cry Baby.
Oh, I see. Nah, trash shit. But yeah, it depends on what I'm trying to watch. But yeah, if we want like a really good anime, it definitely has all those elements in it: funny, adventure, fighting, story. That's how
what I mean by funny moments. You remember when Falco got hit in the head with that wine bottle?
From
Attack on Titan. Yeah, and he got busted in the head with that wine bottle.
I don't think that was a funny moment.
That was meant to be
funny,
but I definitely laughed really hard. I've rewatched that about 5 times because it's just one of those moments in anime that never grow old to me. It's hilarious.
I just felt kind of bad. A little bit bad. That bottle was meant for somebody else. Should have cracked her ass right over her head. But
Yeah, she should have been up out of here, but they saved her, They ain't saved nobody else throughout the whole show. They started us off wrong. And then next thing you know, they trying to save everybody now. I don't really like that. But if you had to introduce somebody to an anime, which kind of anime would you try to bring them on? Because I got my pick. If I was introducing somebody to anime, like right now, today.
It depends on. It's two separate occasions. It depends if they really trying to get into anime, and then I would do something like Naruto if they actually have the attention span. Even though Naruto started really slow, Naruto, people talk about it all the time or talk shit from time to time, but Naruto has every element an anime is supposed to have. So if they're serious and gonna actually spend the time to watch an anime, and then I'll say Naruto. But if I'm trying to get somebody into anime, very short attention span, or more like they really not trying to watch it, so I need something to kind of just pop at them, just to get their attention, and then I can reel them in with something else. I'll probably do something like One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, show them like that first part where Titan's eating people up. It had to be something like more exciting. So that's the two separate occasions where I would try to get somebody in anime.
How I try to get people into anime? How I try to get people into anime is I show them moments from certain anime.
See, the reason I don't do that, even though that's perfect, and I have done that before, the reason why I try not to, because I don't want to ruin the actual show for them, because I feel like if I could reel them in, I want that to be more exciting when it happens than show them a piece and then have to go back and, then it goes and it's not as good as it would be seeing it for the first time. So 100%. I get what you're saying. definitely a good way to get somebody in there. But like, I try not to, but I have done that in the past.
I try not to show them too big of moments. Like I try not to show them when a major person dies or like some major fight, but I'll show them
Yeah,
some backdoor area fight scene, things like that.
yeah,
So, um, if I don't think their attention span is long, I'll introduce them, especially in today's like 2021. Out of high
hmm
school is one that I'll put somebody on just to get them in, just to get their foot in the door.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just all fighting. No, the story not really. It was the story was actually making sense. It's like them last 3 episodes. Then they went real haywire there. I didn't know what was happening. Like I was so confused,
Yeah, they
even
was definitely
to this
rushing through.
day.
I would now that I've seen the full show. Uh, and by the way, guys, we watched this a long time ago. We're not bringing it up because we
Yeah,
just watched it. But the reason why I probably wouldn't show it to anybody else just because of how it ended. It wasn't good. So I wouldn't do that to myself. And be like, shit, that shit was trash. So
like I would. They immediately started off fighting.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get you like, oh my god! It's gonna
yeah,
make
true.
you watch about at least 6 episodes. I could be like, I can show you one better than that. And then
Right.
next thing you know, I'm putting on my jacket, going, Eren Yeager. Because to me, I think you got to reel people into Attack on Titan. Like certain people are not built
I
for that
don't.
mentally.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I thought you was gonna say like you got to really into our show. Show is great, but yeah, something's that dark. Yeah, people ain't ready for that.
I'm gonna tell you now though, if I've said this before, if Attack on Titan, this last episode they're making us wait a year for, or more, if it ends and the ending is Dookie, it's over. That anime is gonna be complete trash now. And I don't care how you look at me. I don't care what you say. I will
I don't
stand
care,
on that.
man.
I will
Attack on
stand
Titan. A
on
lot of
that.
people don't like the direction it's going, but I love it. I absolutely love the direction they're going in. Never read the manga. I like how everything kind of got flipped upside down.
Oh no, I love that
Where it's
direction.
at now. I don't care
I
how.
love the return.
I think they did enough to where trust me, I'll be very disappointed, and I'll probably never watch it again. But they somehow uh, mess it up in the end, like the story don't make sense or something, I'll still give them their flowers about what they did before. But I don't really see them messing it up. For me, at least, I don't
Okay,
care about the
I'll say
manga
this.
or what's supposed to happen. As long as I'm content with the ending, even if it's even ending. Like I said, I never read the manga or anything, so I don't know how long this was the last show. I'm cool. I'm cool for another 5, 6 seasons. But
He
I
said
don't know if
five,
this.
6 seasons.
Hey,
Sheesh.
that's what I'm saying. I know it's supposed to be ending, but shit. Um, I'm cool where we're at right now. And if the ending trash, so be it. I enjoy
Yeah,
for what it
that's gonna be the auntie that I give that one rose to on Mother's Day. That's how I'm gonna view that anime from here on out. You know, I remember to tell everybody Happy Mother's Day. It's that one auntie that always get a rose.
was.
Just one though. My mom, my granny, my wife, and then that one auntie. You know, took that out the top three quick, right?
Mm,
So
mm.
that's what's gonna happen there. So I can't really deal with that. Or another one that I would get people into. That's a real sleeper. I actually told this girl and her boyfriend about it that I used to work with. I told them to start watching My Hero, which you know how I feel about the protagonist of My Hero, but that's besides the point. Long as Todoroki get his shine at the end. I actually told them to start watching that, and that really turned them on to anime because My Hero Academia is really good.
Yeah, my hero. That's a like I said. If somebody's interested, really interested, that's a good start anime because not too dark. Going into the later seasons, not too light. You know, they kind of getting a little dark.
Mm-hmm.
But not too light, not too dark, not too serious, not too laid back. It's right in the good spot right now, in my opinion. Uh, it definitely reached the audience, so that's
I
cool.
feel like
One of
Deku
my
getting a little.
favorites so far.
I feel like Deku getting a little too old. Some of the stuff he on right now, crying, the
He
thinking too
hasn't
hard
cried. He
about
hasn't
his.
cried in like
I
two
mean,
seasons. He hasn't cried in like 2 seasons. The boy is like what 12, 13, or no, he high school. So like
once he
whatever
fought
his age is, he's young.
once he fought the
Dealing
hero
with grown
killer,
man stuff. What's up?
all of that's over. I don't really want to hear about it. I
He
don't want
going
to see him
to
thump. I don't want to see him thump nobody else. I don't want to see. I don't want to see him still struggling. Like, okay, if I use too much power, I'm gonna break my thumb. I don't want none of that no more.
that's always gonna be a thing. Not
It
the
should
thumb
not.
thing, but
I mean,
just
not the obviously not the thumb thing, but like, yeah. But I don't want him breaking nothing else. On nobody else doing nothing else. I just want.
that's anime. He could break something. Of course, he shouldn't be breaking his hands no more. But I mean, he's in a real
I
deal
should
fight. He can
when
break something if he want to.
when Deku hits somebody, his hands better not do this. Like that right there, bet
It
not.
can depending on the circumstance of what's going on.
Okay,
Nah.
if he hits somebody as hard as he can, 100%, and it's an evil villain that deserves that 100% punch, and he breaks his arm, then yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, that's as long as we can
I'm
agree
fine
with
with
that.
that.
As long as we can agree with it, because it almost turned up because I almost couldn't take this no more. By the way, did you put your camera in HD? Out of curiosity.
It's automatic HD, I believe. It's like 10 HD 1080.
Okay, I'll edit that out. I just need to figure it out.
Is it bad or well?
It's grainy on my end, but the reason it's grainy on my end is probably because I'm hosting and recording.
Yeah, yours is grainy on my screen too.
And so once it do the post production thing, it'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like yours grainy too, and I'm pretty sure you don't have a grainy webcam either. So yeah.
Anywho, so I know we was talking about how we wouldn't do a versus battle right now. Not yet. It's too early into the thing. But again, I wanted to know how you think Sasuke would have paired up in the Chunin exams. And this is during the tournament, or the part 2 of the tournament of the Chunin exams. Against Naruto, Neji, or Rock Lee if he wouldn't have got his leg broke.
Or like I gotta choose one or
no, just you can give a quick. How about this? I'm gonna start off. I think Neji mops Sasuke. I also think that Sasuke wouldn't last against Rock Lee either because he didn't have the stamina for it. Even though he could move that fast, but the quick training, he didn't have the stamina. So Rock Lee would have easy. In my opinion, I think they would have had a good fight for a good 3 minutes. But you know how street fights go. 3 minutes in, ready to throw up from that adrenaline dump. And he
let me cut in real quick.
Go ahead.
So the reason Sasuke would have beat Rock Lee is more the elements of surprise. Him going to go train with Kakashi. You seen how, if I bring it back, how he got hit him with that sound and messed him all up because he kind of didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
and he just kind of just jumped into the fight, just trying to help Sakura out. I mean, he was, I guess, in some sense, dealing with more than one foe, but I felt like Sasuke definitely would have like overwhelmed him super quick, and I felt like he would have overwhelmed anybody super quick after training with Kakashi. Yeah, I believe he would have got Rock Lee. Neji, like I said, I think he would have got Neji too. He definitely would have got Naruto.
I don't know if I didn't get Naruto, man.
In a sense of if Naruto wasn't the main character,
obviously without plot, nobody gets plot armor here. Like we take all the plot armor out.
Yeah.
Because the reason I'm gonna take it back with you. He did fight more than one enemy. When he did the primary Lotus, and what was his name? His name Dosu.
Ooh.
Anyway, Zaku, he did the little jutsu to make the ground soft for Dosu, so we wouldn't hit the ground real hard.
Yeah.
That sprung him, and he would have had enough stamina to keep fighting if he wouldn't have hit that soft impact like that. That primary Lotus was dangerous. And it also took a lot of stamina for some reason from Rock Lee. Either way, when all of that happened and everything like that I feel like that's why he even got hit with that. But then
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I'm
get to
saying.
when he
Granted, I'm just saying I just felt like Sasuke after training for Kakashi would have had the element of surprise everybody by his little boost up. Um, and he would have caught everybody off guard. That's all I'm saying. If we talk about people training for it, preparing, even though they did prepare before
yeah
the fight, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like he had the upper hand at that moment during those exams. He probably would have, and I'm not even a Sasuke
I,
fan. Without
I
him
felt like
coming in with Kakashi and all that, I feel like anybody could beat Sasuke because he's kind of trash. But for any
he's
of
the
the
most.
kids,
So I just felt like
not any of the kids. Let me not be like that. The top was like Naruto, Neji, Rock Lee, Shino would have fucked everybody
I
up.
was about to say Shino was a dog. I just got asked that question too. They said who is the biggest dog in Naruto? I said either Shino or Shikamaru. They were dogs. Like we was like, oh, like they couldn't really do no fireball jutsu. It don't matter about that, bro. Shino was putting bugs on people and tracking them, bro. Like Shino was a dog. he had a whole female beetle on Gar's brother, Kankuro. He had a beetle on his shoulder so he can follow him. So they can get their fight in. Shino was a dog. Shikamaru, we all know he a dog, so we ain't gotta even talk about that. Sasuke and the only reason Sasuke would have beat Shino is because he would have been like, all right, I quit. He would have did that no matter what the result would have been. He was too lazy to fight.
Mm.
So he would have basically backed into a corner and then it's like, all right, you got it. I just wanted to show you that I could trap you if I want to. He'd have left the fight.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm still like, he was only as fast as Rock Lee with those weights off. He wasn't faster than him when he opened the gates. And Rock Lee was Sasuke. And Rock Lee still had that up
Yeah,
his sleeve.
and that's why I said the upper hand. Like I said, I felt like Sasuke would have got to him before he was able to release the gates.
Mm.
That's all. Like I said,
Neji.
any other situation.
Well, you know my terminology for Rock Lee.
Shit,
You know that
Rock Lee could have fucked anybody with them gates. To be honest.
Rock Lee. That when I say talking about anime that someone got Rock Lee, like they're gonna do Shoto. When somebody get Rock Lee, they're only there to scale the main character. When they're done scaling the main character, as far as power and ability go, they just get pushed into the back door, in the back corridors and corners. It's so sad. Rock Lee has not won a fight since he beat Sasuke up in the when they were trying to go sign into the tuning exams.
Yeah, they did do him a little dirty.
Yeah, he was the coldest dude on there. But then y'all keep hyping Mike Guy. I'm like, dang, but Rock Lee couldn't be none of their rivals, man. None of the main characters' rivals. He couldn't be out there sparring with Naruto. Obviously not Sasuke because he defected and he got bit on his chest and defected. You know what I'm saying? So obviously not him. But he couldn't. I mean, he was Neji's rival. We never got to see that fight.
Yeah, they could have at least showed us something.
R.I.P.
Well, I mean, they showed a little bit. They didn't show actual fight. They just showed him losing to Neji.
Yeah,
like,
they showed the reason.
over.
They showed the reason why Neji was saying that he wanted to fight him in the tuning exams. That's mostly what he did. You're no match for you're no match for Neji, and he jumped in front of him, punched him in the face six times, and the memory and flashbacks of Naruto was golden. Naruto flashbacks wasn't no joke, man. Got a flashback for everything. I swear they like Family Guy with flashbacks, man.
Shit, pretty much.
But Naruto, I just feel like that Naruto, man, once he learned how to do some of that demons chakra, because he was fighting good with Neji from jump. He was playing it cautious. He was trying to be smart, even though he still only had like the shadow clone jutsu. Yeah, he had the shadow clone jutsu, and then he had like his hands. Like he.
I mean, people don't realize Naruto was just ambitious and just jumping a fight like a little too eager because he'd be too excited. But when Naruto fought, he was pretty smart. Even when he was a kid, he was dumber than what he was now, of course. but he always fought with a sense of intelligence to a certain extent.
Like when he tried to get them bells from Kakashi, and he went in the water, came up with them shadow clones, and he snuck up on
Mm-hmm.
him. That was actually really intelligent.
Yeah,
A lot of people sleep on that.
like
I
people
mean, it's
gotta,
Kakashi though, so
yeah, people gotta remember every time Naruto was going against somebody or some type of situation, they was already like top tier to like a certain extent. So
yeah.
when he went against Neji, was he a genius? Kakashi,
Of the Hyuga clan
super
too. Like
smart with the
not just a
bell.
normal genius. He was a
Yeah,
genius of the Hyuga clan. Like
so like people forget that. Of course, he's gonna look dumb dealing with all these people that's supposed to be these top tier, intelligent people you don't supposed to be messing with or going against or dealing with.
you know what? Something that I hated on Naruto is when they'd be like when Kakashi said, "Hey y'all," he was talking to Kurenai and Asuma, and he said, "Hey y'all, be careful." Tachi made Ambu when she was just 13. And Asuma was like, "We get it, he's tough, man." Ambu was trash. Like I don't know why they tried. I don't even know why they made that to like scale where they were supposed to be. Like, man, he was so good that he did that. Ambu was sweat. You show that don't show me why Itachi is strong. That just shows me that Ambu needed help so bad they was hiring 13-year-olds. Like they out there like, man, hey, go have your parents fill out this form so you can join up. Because we need some help protecting the Hokage, man. Go ahead, get out of here now.
Yeah, Ambu was pretty trash. I wanted to defend him. I really did. I was
You
about to
can't.
defend him.
We've never seen Ambu
And
win.
I can to a certain extent, but it's not worth it. They was trash.
As soon as that the Sound Ninja 4 put up a barrier around Orochimaru and Third Hokage, and these cats when they're talking, he tried to ram it with his shoulder. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then he said, "Oh man, this barrier is way too strong, so y'all not gonna try. Like y'all not gonna do nothing."
They didn't try. They said we're just gonna watch this fight. They just what was happening was they wanted to see that fight since way back. They was like, "Shit, we've been waiting for this fight. Hey, y'all, relax. We want to see this shit."
Relax. Yeah, I'm sitting there like y'all couldn't do nothing. Like Ambu trash. Pain come to attack. They had to use the set. I thought Ambu was gonna be able to use like a plethora of attacks. They trapped this dog with mud, wind, and some other stuff, and all of this. And then they tried the same exact thing. They was like, "Well, we'll just kick it up a notch." They put more chakra into the same moves and failed again. I said, "Jesus, man, these Ambu members
they
are
benders. They was
they didn't have nothing else. That's it. That's all they had." Then how they made it seem like the tracker and the Ambu was kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Haku first killed Zabuza, and he was like, "Yeah, man, this is what the skill level got to be." Naruto, Sasuke, we never saw that skill level again from them. Haku was only there to scale them in the beginning of the show. They said, "Yeah, man." I don't know if Haku held back like people say, because he actually was like enjoying fighting with Sasuke now. But if all they had to do was climb some trees to keep up with you after you were this amazing tracker ninja. Every member that I seen, if anybody in Naruto with that mask on, trash, absolute doo. Haku just had a Kekkei Genkai that was kind of dope, but it was stationary as hell, so it didn't really matter. Like Crystal Ice Mirrors was mad stationary. If he fought 17 people, he's not gonna kill 17 people. Somebody
he could still just hide in the mirrors.
Why didn't that have a chakra like type of consumption? Like he was just chilling in the mirrors, just. That junk lasted for like 4 episodes, bro. Like he wasn't tired at all. You know how long 4 episodes is? Like it's 2 hours, man. Get the juice up for 2 hours, dog. Killed Sasuke Bear almost and everything. Naruto passed out. Then he went full chakra mode and punched him in the face. Hey, that boy was strong. Like he grabbed him by the wrist and punched him in the face. Like he couldn't. Haku said, "I can't concentrate." Got socked in the face. Type of boy. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, what was your first anime you watched? Just out of curiosity. Just to keep it going for a second.
I can't remember exactly my first. I mean, anime's been around me like forever.
Well, how old were you when you started
The
watching this?
that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Like, I can give a number, but is it the truth? Because like I said, from since I can remember, I was watching some sort of anime. I guess like the only one I can like think of that always rings in the back of my head is like Yu Yu Hakusho. So I guess I could claim it as my first anime, but I probably watched anime before that. Gundam Wing's been out forever. You got Robotech. My dad was watching that
Was it
since
called
way back.
Zoids? Remember that?
Hmm?
Remember
Zoids.
Zoids?
Zoids wasn't an anime, was it? Was that considered? No, that wasn't an anime.
Man, yes, it was. With Light Year Zero.
Zoids was
No,
the anime.
yeah. Zoids is definitely anime. No cap. Let me see.
Zoids ain't no anime. I thought it was
I'm
like
gonna
a
look it up, bro.
cartoon with the anime feel. It's like it's like Avatar, ain't it? Like it's kind of like
Here we
Zoids is
go.
not an anime, is it?
I'm looking it up. Let's see.
Look it up.
I don't know, man. Because the one
Look
on
it up.
Netflix don't really look like an anime.
It was Zoid.
I mean,
I mean,
it is a Japanese mecha toy franchise, like, and they started the show, so it's considered a
I
mecha.
mean, if it is,
It's,
it is. I just
I
didn't
say
think it was. I
it's
didn't.
considered a
I didn't.
mecha anime.
Oh, okay, it is. I didn't think of it as anime. I guess because I was like a child, seeing it as like a cartoon. Like that used to come on when I was younger.
Honestly, when you said that, I didn't even.
Because
I forgot all of that.
because
I
it's
was
the
like, wait,
same as like because Yu-Gi-Oh's anime, right? Was
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh anime?
yeah,
See, like, so it's funny. Like, I don't see those as animes.
and Pokemon too.
Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon anime. They just remind me of like, when I was young,
The
a
normal
child,
Saturday morning
cartoons.
cartoons, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I guess yeah, in reality, they are animes. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't really consider Pokemon an anime for a long time. It was hard for me to accept that one. So I'm like, dang, I've been watching this since I was
I didn't
watching this
care.
since it dropped.
I was playing the video games. I didn't care. I was just trying to catch the Pokemon, get my rare candies, use that little cheat. What was it like? A couple
No,
years
this
ago?
was years later. This was like years ago, like a couple years ago. I was like, damn, I guess Pokemon is an anime, huh?
It was more like I didn't think it was anime, but when people said it was anime, it was kind of like, yeah, it makes sense. Just once said it went through my head.
I fought it the first couple
But
times.
I
I
didn't
said,
think about Zoids. I was like, because I didn't really watch Zoids like that. I played the game and I watched a little bit of the show. I
I used
didn't
to
watch.
build the little models of the
Hey,
little
remember
toy.
what was how do you pronounce it? Bionicle? Remember Bionicle?
Bionicles. Yeah, I do
Bionicles,
remember
yeah.
those. I do remember those. And I remember they finally came out with a little movie, man. I was geek.
Yeah, it had the movie and yeah, you put them. Yeah, I can never put the boys together. I used to take them over to my boy Sean house. He knew how to put them together. I could not put them boys together. He'd put it together, then I'll take it back. I had like maybe one or two of them. Then I just started losing pieces and stuff because they had break easy.
I
Break
actually
them
only had
apart.
one of those. My brother Dre put it together for me.
Well, I was a kid, so if it was up to me, I probably would have had them all. But I only had like one or two,
What you
and I
think?
didn't
What you
know how to
think?
put them
You thought I
together.
was a 40-year-old adult? Like,
No,
no, I
I'm
only had
just saying,
one. Like, what are
like
you
I
talking
couldn't get them
about?
like I wanted to.
No, I had only had one. We seen the commercial. I got one for Christmas, and
Mm-hmm.
and then my brother Dre,
Hey, I can't remember how I got one. That's probably how it happened. It was probably Christmas or something.
my brother Dre put it together, and then we used to like let it do the little controller, and it'll walk around with this little stiff little move.
You got a controller. You must have the
Yeah.
newer versions. I just remember the one that come in like a tube. It was like a tube, and you pull it out and you just put it together. Like
Oh yeah, no,
it was
I
like
had
a
a really
figure. It was like a
had a really
figurine. Like
good one because the
came with
Zoid was like
directions.
that too. They used to make this little annoying little noise.
Mm-hmm.
It used to like fast walking. They used to like be so stiff about it too. It was weird, but they was good little toys. I used to. I never. Well, I got told I couldn't play with them once I put them together, so I decided never to want one of those again.
No,
Just imagine
right.
being 11 and can't play with a toy that you just put together. So didn't like that at all. Dang, I had something else on my mind.
Have you been watching any newer animes or just regular anime that caught your eye recently?
Um, Tower of God. That's the I had to rewatch that That boy was done so wrong. So I had rewatched that anime
Yeah.
Tower of God, and now I'm actually waiting for the new season to come out. I haven't seen anything to catch my eye. That's actually I've watched new anime, but none of it's you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like what was that? I think it's called Yasuki, the Netflix anime. What is it called with the black samurai?
Oh, Yasuke.
Yasuke, that's what it's called.
I thought it was Yasuki, but it's actually Yasuke. I actually looked at
I
the.
couldn't remember what it was called. I just watched it. I binged it, and it was all right.
So you
It
did
was
finish it?
uh. So the last two episodes, I think I went to sleep, and I woke up at
Oh,
the end of the very last one. It
yeah.
was
Yeah, it was good. I won't talk about too much of it. Don't want to put any spoilers out there.
so
Just my
that's why I
guys,
won't say
today
anything
is
too much.
today
So
is what the 15th, May
mhm.
15th. So this is when we're actually recording it. So it is May 15th. Anime has came out. We won't give y'all any spoilers. Um, my thoughts on it. I don't want to say too much of the show, but it's definitely has a supernatural element to it.
Just give it a
Action
rating,
to it.
so you don't. So
Rating.
just yeah, because it'll get ugly once you get talking about what it
Uh,
got the feel for and stuff.
I give like a 7 out of 10. It was okay. It was more like a. I don't really see myself rewatching it unless it's with someone else that hasn't seen it, maybe. But I still wouldn't be like, "Oh, you gotta watch this." It's more just more of it's a
Yeah,
good
that's why I was.
anime. It
That's
was
why when
worth
you
the
said if you
watch.
watched any new anime, I'm like,
Uh, the intro was fire. I can't remember the outro. Intro was fire. It's done by Thundercat if you heard of him. Uh, so that one was good. It was good. I liked it. It was worth a watch. Just to reiterate. Um,
um. So I was actually having a conversation about anime on Facebook, and I got asked who is my favorite antagonist, right? And so I was explaining to him that some of the characters that I view as an antagonist, I'm not sure
hmm.
how much of an antagonist they are because even it's like when Madara came back, right? And he was an antagonist, yeah, but all he was just trying to do was make the world love each other. He
Moderate.
Yeah, that's what he said. He wanted the war to stop. He was like, I just want all the wars to stop and everything. And if I have to kill all you people to do it and put y'all inside this little tree, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And that's exactly what he attempted. Well, not attempt. He actually did it.
Mm.
He actually put them in a tree. And I mean, when I tell you that man went through hell and hot water to do it, he had Hashirama cells. He had the God tree. He had a Edo Tensei statue. He went out there and got the Black Zetsu on his team. This man was moving to get stuff done. And he's not my favorite protagonist. I'm just saying that all he wanted was world peace and the wars to stop. But the only way to stop it, because people are people, was to tie everybody to this tree, make them just dream about stuff until they die.
That's some bull.
Which it's some bull. But so when Itachi was killing his whole clan, he put his girlfriend in the genjutsu, made her live for 84 years with him and her. They had a
Yeah,
kid and everything, and then she passed away. It was only a millisecond in his time.
yeah, that's some bull too.
But that's a good way to go.
I get the sentiment. Like, I get it. I
this,
mean,
this.
we're talking about. Well, that's a whole different story. About ways to go. Of course, that's the way you want to go.
I'm like, that's the way to go, man.
But in reality, in the real world, when Tachi was freaking staring into her eyes, yeah, that was some bull.
he was like, nah, I ain't staring at her. He just cast the genjutsu over her. She didn't even see him coming. I don't want her to view me as a monster. That's a good way to take somebody out. And so I don't know if Itachi is technically an antagonist either. Just like what the antagonist I'm actually about to name, I'm not sure how much of an antagonist he is, but he is technically my favorite antagonist. And who I'm going with is Hisoka. And the reason he's my favorite antagonist is because if Gone walked up to him and was like, "Yo, bro, we just need some help getting past this barrier so I can get a little stronger," he used to do his little "ooh, good," and then he'd just go help him. Like he'd be like, "All right, bro," and then he'd always tell him, "But when we done with this, if you ain't a little bit stronger, keep going to train because I'm gonna beat you up in a minute, in like 2 years from now."
Mhm.
And he
But
just fought.
at the same time, Hisoka would help, but only if he feels it would benefit Gon getting stronger. If he felt like Gon was bullying around, he probably would have killed Gon right then and there, like he did over at the tournament. Oh, you really ain't got no potential. This is all you did after all this time, or like he would
Oh
end
yeah,
Gon.
you talking about the one who threw the
Yeah,
sword things at him? He caught him. Yeah, he
uh,
was kind of
yeah.
trash.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, at some point he probably would do that, but at the same time, he felt like Gon was playing around or wasn't
Not
meeting
actually getting
potential.
stronger.
Yeah. So I don't think he would help him in every instant, just if he
No,
felt.
no, he was just trying. I'm sure he was just trying to help him get past the dodgeball game, bro. Just like, you know what,
All
these
of them
guys
was in
strong.
trouble. So with the old boy.
Oh yeah, no, you saw what happened when they came and he casted the whole Phantom Troop away the first time.
Hmm.
Volleyball at they boat. He threw that, threw that volleyball in there. I was like, oh yeah, let me get rid of this boat real quick. Like what?
Like, you ain't come out from the bushes. Like, shit.
Yeah, he just rolled up on him out the bushes on the beach. Like, hey, y'all not part of this game. You know what this card is? This means that I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Get up out of here, man. Next time, come back the right way. Do a ball in there and knocked it into they. Well, it wasn't a ball. He made a ball out of Nien and threw it into their boat.
Basically, Luke Kane ass. Gotcha.
Yep, pretty much. Type shit. Like he wasn't playing no games. I actually enjoyed that. Um, actually, I enjoyed that entire arc
Mm. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It
because
was a
that what I
little
found.
it started off a little super kiddish to a certain extent. So I can see how it can be a little weird for some people, like a whole little game thing, but it was up my alley. So
So I have a correlation between Child's Play and Hunter x Hunter, like the movie and the anime.
mhm.
It was like it was like kiddish but super action packed. It was like one of them things where like, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?" You know what I'm saying? They just went out crazy, like because like they was playing a game and everything, and that dude who lied to Gon, he didn't appreciate that at all. He's scarred for life. Somebody lied to him, but I'm sure it's his dad, and abandoned that boy, and now he is scarred for life because that man lied to him and hit him in the throat. Well, he said, "So you can't talk." Gon didn't need to talk. He was just hot from there
Mm.
on out, and he sit there and beat that man half to death
What
because
part was
he
that?
remember when he was the dude. Well, I can't remember what his name was, but he was the one blowing those people up. Him and Gon was supposed to just go meet up and trade away a card, and then he hit Gon in the throat and broke his voice box.
Yeah, I do not remember that part.
Oh man,
Was
Gon,
that during the arc of the little game world?
yeah, Gon
Trying to
punched
think.
him in the face several
Was it the
times.
main guy that made him lose his arm? Trying to think.
Yeah, that guy.
It was him. He hit him in the throat. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, man, that
I
was right
remember
before he
kind of
took the
the
arm.
ending where, yeah, where he was like, yeah, I can't remember all that too much, to be honest.
And that's when we found out what Bisky's actual ability was.
Mm.
Because she can heal the heck out of people. Apparently, and nobody knew that. Also, she's a muscle girl, which is pretty cool. She's actually built like All Might.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I'm gonna do so much editing to this video. All right, man. But that's all we got for y'all today. We just
Oh,
BS and
hold
talked
on.
about
Before we
anime.
go, remember the date is 5/15. There are
5:15.
two new animes that just came out not so long ago, but could be some fire. One of them, I'm looking at it right now. I don't know how to exactly pronounce it. CESTVS, Cephs, the Roman fighter. Basically, he's like a slave. And he's fighting like as a gladiator, but it's kind of like a boxing like matches. Um, the graphics is weird. It got some of that those Baki graphics. but it's not as trash as Baki or goes to that weird, super weird animation to where like they playing
Yeah.
with toys. So Seth, the Roman fighter, watched about 3 or 4 episodes. It's pretty decent so far. It's getting really good. So that's one. And then another one that came out was what was it called? Drawing the Prince. And y'all got to check that one out. That one looks pretty decent. I don't know, got too much information on it. I've been watching a little bit. It's this girl with the sword. It just got some nice action. She turns into like this demon-like form. If you got a chance, just look it up yourselves. So Seth's and Joran the Prince. It's on Crunchyroll. Make sure y'all check that out.
Hey, I gotta check it out. I ain't never heard, and you my
Like I
anime
said,
buddy.
they both new. I've been watching them, just seeing if it's worth. Seth's I like because it's just like straight action. Drawing the Prince has more of like actual story and some fighting and stuff. And definitely, they both Drawing the Prince is definitely a darker anime. Seth's is kind of more like a fighting one. So those two um, are like my hot picks for this month as far as anime that came out that I'm keeping an eye on. So if y'all like that, please check that out.
And one more thing before we go, what do you like the Fate series? Just out of curiosity, before we get up out of here, like Fate
I don't
Zero,
know.
Fate Stay Night.
So I never watched any of the Fates thoroughly through. I started them and then somehow I'll get distracted. Um, but the action and graphics are phenomenal when I do watch it. I just don't know about the story because there's so much going on. Like I don't know where to start. So I don't know anything about the story exactly what's going on. But if you just like graphics and action, it's like superb. So that's what I think of it. I gotta actually see like if it's stories in correlation and what's going on with that. But it's okay.
Next time we gonna have all these ratings and everything like that ready for everybody. Till next time, stay frosty, my friend.
Peace out.